Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the Samsung Unpacked 2013 Episode 2 here in the beautiful city of Delhi. I'm Avneet Kohli, your presenter this very special afternoon where all of us come together to launch the flagship Galaxy device, the all-new Samsung Note 3. We have a lot of happy announcements to share with each and every one of you, as Samsung has always been at the forefront in the world of technology and innovation. This afternoon, I'm going to kickstart the proceedings by welcoming on stage our country head, Samsung Mobile, with a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vineet Taneja.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very, very warm welcome to all of you. A very warm welcome also to all the Samsung fans that are watching this webcast live, and this launch is being telecast live on the web. So a very warm welcome to them too. I'm very, very excited to be here today and introduce to you what you already know as the next step in the Samsung innovation journey. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we will take the next step in taking the Note experience, the Galaxy Note experience, to the next level. As you will remember, that back in 2011, we built a whole new category by introducing the first Galaxy Note. We listened to our customers, and what our customers were telling us is that they were looking for two big things. They wanted a smartphone that could make their life easier, and we did that with the S Pen. And what they were telling us is that they wanted a larger playing field with the S Pen, which is they wanted almost like a notepad. They wanted a larger screen. And that, to them, would have been taking the smartphone experience to the next level. That, to the customers, would be really adding capabilities in the smartphone that would be of true help to them. Since then, we have virtually created this new category of notes. As you know, that we are leaders and pioneers in the space of large screen smartphones, but also pioneers in the way the customers use the large screen along with their S Pen to deliver an absolutely unique experience. And thanks to this listening to customers and then delivering to our promises, the Note series of products, both in terms of smartphones as well as tablets, has become extremely successful both globally and in India.
Everything begins with a pen. Even the greatest masterpiece begins with a scribble. We've found that no matter how grand the story is, the note and pen are springboards for passion, for dream. It was this insight which led us to create something that would stand in a class of its own: the note and pen.
Creating a new category. Here is Galaxy Note. Tonight, you will see more innovation with the Galaxy Note.
Life is by design. When you are inspired by a passion, you live for the current moment. Your everyday thoughts and actions become the story of your future. With us, you can achieve your passions and dreams more easily, more amazingly, every day. When writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen. Design your life.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to cross a new boundary. we will take yet another step in our very successful journey of innovation. Today, all of you will see the amazing Galaxy Note 3. Our newest innovation takes the Note experience to a completely different level. What you will see is a device that is slimmer and lighter. A device that is very powerful, yet has a long battery life. A device that has a large experience, has a large screen, and a very, very compact experience. It is not just a better experience, it is a step change from where we were today. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce the Galaxy Note 3. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Galaxy Note 3. What I was talking about, you would have seen the pictures on the web. Many of you would have probably surfed it, but this is now truly something that you can hold in your hand, and I'm really proud to announce the Galaxy Note 3. Well, it's on. You will get another opportunity to take some more photos. All right. So we will get another opportunity. Okay, all right. Is it on? All right. Okay, there it goes on again. All right. Okay, we will get another opportunity, so I will move on. There's a lot of exciting things to tell. Okay. Thank you. I'll be back on the stage for another photo op, so just hold your cameras and we will get another opportunity. So, like I said, what customers were telling us, and when we started developing the Note 3, customers were telling us that they wanted a larger screen, like I said. They wanted an S Pen, which was smarter. And of course, all of this they wanted in the very, very cool Samsung design that we are all now familiar with. So here's something that you would like to see about the design of Note 3. So as you can see that this is a bigger display than in previous generations, but we've not increased the width at all. Actually, it's very much the same size. So this 5.7-inch beautiful display actually comes in just about the same size of the phone. And what's also interesting is much lighter, just 168 grams. And when you will get to hold it after the launch, you will realize that we've really packed in a lot of stuff in just a very, very light device. The other thing that I really like about this, and I think a lot of care has been taken in the way we give the experience on this device, is this has almost been created like the work of an artisan. Somebody who's really crafted it with a lot of love and affection and a lot of care. Entirely new color, material and finish. The back is actually gives you a very nice soft texture. And the entire thing is almost like it's been handcrafted. What's also very, very nice about it is there is a very nice stitching along the side. So you can actually see that there's a stitch that holds this all together. And we've really focused on making sure that the Galaxy Note 3 has a very, very premium feel. Again, customers were always looking for a very premium feel because when you own it and when you hold it, it almost makes a statement about your choice. And therefore, we're really proud of the way it not just performs, but also looks and feels in your hand. You will also see that the bezel has been really reduced to the bare minimum. So the screen can really occupy most of the space. So you continue to get a very, very nice experience and a very large screen without really holding a very, very large, big device. The other thing which the designers did was, when they were doing the stitch, it almost feels at the back, it's like the corner of a book which has been stitched. So overall, an extremely unique and first of its kind look and feel, I would say, to this product. And then let me talk about the S Pen, which is, I think, clearly the next element of this, which is very, very unique. The S Pen, and we will talk a lot more about it, and we will go through an entire demo on how powerful the S Pen is. But what it really does is that it increases your productivity many folds. The new S Pen helps you do things, and especially multitasking, that is almost unthinkable in the past. And we know for a fact that consumers want to make their life easier, and therefore, both with the large screen along with a very, very smart S Pen, I think multitasking becomes an entirely new game. And like I said, rather than me talking, we will have some of my colleagues come up and give you a full demonstration of the magic that the S Pen can create. The other thing, of course, for those of you with a technical bent of mind, I'm sure would want to know what is the Android version. So Android 4.3, which is the latest platform on Android, is what goes into the Galaxy Note 3. And I think a lot of people have talked about security on smart devices, and it's become one of those very, very important topics of discussion. As smartphones become powerful and hold a lot of our information, security becomes a big thing. And Galaxy Note 3 comes in packed and preloaded with Knox. Knox, as you know, is our security system that makes sure that your data is secure and cannot be tampered with. It is also a very good choice for all of us who work in companies. And as you know, most companies today follow a BYOD policy, which means they let their employees bring their own device. Bring your own device is a common phrase in the B2B space. And with BYOD as a common practice with most companies, Knox comes as a really good news for people who want to really use this both as a work as well as a personal device. Now let's talk about something completely new. And I'm sure many of you would have already heard about this. And this is smart freedom. Now, what is smart freedom? There are a few things that are happening in the world today as far as smartphones are concerned. You're aware that smart devices are becoming smarter and smarter. But what customers are also telling us is that they want mobility and freedom. So they want to use their smart devices and make themselves more effective and productive and add to their productivity levels in terms of what all they can do with their device and become more effective in life. But they also want more freedom. And that is where smart freedom comes in. Ladies and gentlemen, today, the wearable category, and we call it wearable because you can wear smart freedom, the wearable category will get a new definition as we introduce Samsung Galaxy Gear. So welcome to the future, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased to announce that we will be launching Samsung Galaxy Gear along with the Galaxy Note 3 in India. So here it is. That's the Galaxy Gear, and we talk a lot more about it as we go along. Now, of course, many of you want to know what is the date. So that's the date. September 25th, 2013 is when Note 3, Galaxy Note 3 and Galaxy Gear will be available for sale in India. And for the first time, prior to the launch, prior to 25th September, starting from today, in 100 stores in these three cities, Delhi, Mumbai, and Bengaluru, we will have Note 3 available for consumers to experience. So you can walk in, you can find this list on our website from tomorrow, and go to one of these 100 stores to actually touch and feel the product. And again, this is about listening to consumers. Customers have always told us that they would like to physically touch and feel the product before they buy it. So we're especially shipping 100 devices in, make it available in 100 stores in these three cities so that consumers can touch and feel the product before really buying it on 25th September. And before I go on to a lot more details, and I'm sure you want to know the price and what all does Note 3 do and what does Galaxy Gear do, I do want to talk about also another introduction in the Note series, and that's the Note 10.1 2014 edition. This tablet from the Galaxy stable is going to be available in October in India, and we will talk about it in more detail maybe at another event. But I did want to take this opportunity to say that we are taking the tablet story forward, the Note tablet series forward as well. Coming back to Note 3, the Note 3 is going to come with exciting offers from Vodafone, and is going to be priced at, 1 minute, I think I'm getting a call. Hello?
Hi, Vinny.
Hey, Manu, yeah. I'm at the launch, yeah.
I know, I'm here too.
Oh, you're here too? So why did you disturb me? I can't tell the price yet? And why is
We
that?
have to talk about all the great features that Note 3 has.
Oh, you're here. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
give it away. Yeah.
Okay. So, well, we can't give the price yet. We want to talk about all the features so that whatever price we declare looks quite low, right? So that's Manu Sharma, our product head. And we will now move on to the next phase of this event today by taking you through all the other exciting features of Galaxy Note 3 and Samsung Gear. But before that, maybe you want to take a few pictures since there were a lot of requests. So we've been told to hang on here. And that is... All right. So, you usually hold this, but now we've got two things to show. Okay, we go left. Phone is off. All right, why not? All right. Okay, we go center. Right, go left. All right. Closer. Okay. We have all the time, so you just have to tell us where. What? Okay. All right. It's on. Okay. All right. So you have to tell me if the phone gets off, okay? All right. Okay. यार आप राइट से लेफ्ट मूव करते रहते हो. Okay. All right. Battery low nahi hai. I just told you it has very long battery life. Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Taneja. Thank you so much.
I've been told to leave the stage. Thank you very much. Thank you, Manu.
Thank you.
I believe we now have Manu with us, who's our product head, who's going to take us into deeper insights of what the Galaxy Note 3 has in store. So, Manu, over to you.
Yeah. Can I have the changer, please? A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media. It's once again an honor here to be in front of you to present the next Galaxy of device, the Note 3, the Galaxy Gear, and of course, a whole lot of features of the Note 3. So what I like to do is, when talked really about the cursory look of the Note 3, the design, some bit of hardware. Let's go deep down, really, in the product, and that's where the brain lies. So let's go really understand what are the key features. And I would really like to start with the S Pen, which is the key to the Note 3. And the S Pen really uses the large screen of Note 3 to bring out the multitasking capabilities. So let's look at a video.
S Pen makes everything easier and more fun. The most useful features are only one click away. Just write a number to make a call and save it all in your scrapbook. Find things without having to remember. The S Pen, much more than a pen.
So really the S Pen is much more than the pen for writing or drawing. In the past, we've been focusing a lot about just writing and drawing, and now it's really evolved. The S Pen is the key to unlock all the features, the power and the speed of Note 3. And that's what we're going to demonstrate today. And it starts with three simple things: dots, circles, and boxes. Okay? As simple as that. And let me take directly into the dot. And what I'll do is I'll demonstrate what the dot is all about and what it does for you. Can we have the device on the screen? Okay. Perfect. So I got this S Pen with me, and when I hover the S Pen, you see a dot, right? Now, we have this button on the S Pen. If I press this, it invokes a fan-type menu, which is called Air Command. Air Command is a great feature which has 5 different features inbuilt into that. So I'll talk each one of them. So what you do is you take your S Pen anywhere on the screen, and it could be any type of application you could be running, and you just hover your S Pen, press the button, and you invoke the Air Commands. So there are 5 features. Let me just run through very quickly. You have something called Action Memo. We have Scrapbook, Screen Write, S Finder, and Pen Window. So these 5 features really, unearths the power of the Note 3 and allows you to do a plethora of things that was unmanageable earlier. So let's start with a demo of Action Note. So I invoke the Air Command, and I go to Action Memo. Okay? So it opens a memo. Now, typically what happens is, when you are traveling or you are busy, you want to jot down a number or an address or even an email. You could write down on paper, but then, of course, you have Note 3 with you. So, for example, I want to write down a number of my colleague, say, Aditya. So I write down and say his number is 98100 76544. Okay? So what I do is I can write down and forget. It will automatically keep it there in my Note 3. I can always come back, and all I have to do is do something called link to action, and it will give me a number of options. I can actually make a phone call at this number, I can save under contacts. I could also send SMS to Aditya. In fact, if I had his email address, I could send an email as well. Or if I had his address, I could just press map, and it will take me to the address which I put down. So, for example, if I want to save, so there's a call coming, just pardon me. So this is where I did not save it, for example. That's a perfect example of what. So I want to save it on the contacts, and there you go. I've got Aditya there, and his number. I save it here, and that's where the action memo is, and I can refer it back anytime. It just gets minimized. I can open it, what I had written. So I could write notes as well along with that. So it's as simple as that. So really, action memo allows you to capture information in Jiffy. Otherwise, you would lose out normally. So this is a great example of what the action memo could do. That leads me to the next feature, which is called the circle, of course. Now, circle is very interesting. The concept of circle is really comes from something called scrapbook. And I'll talk about scrapbook. Scrapbook is just like scrapbook, and we literally call it a scrapbook because we can save all our contents in one place. And it's simple and very, very useful, and I've been using it for the last couple of days. And I'm going to do another demonstration of this. So I like to cook, I have one passion. And the other day I was looking at some of the recipes and wanted to make tiramisu, how to make a tiramisu. So typically what you would do is, and you would do all the time, and go to different URLs, different websites, and you'll forget them. So for example, I open, say, YouTube, and I say I want to go to some tiramisu recipes. So you open up various recipes, and I say I want to say I like this one. I open that up, and I skip this ad. So this is a video playing. So I like this recipe. So what I do is I take my S Pen, I invoke the air command feature, and I press scrapbook. And all I have to do is remember what I said earlier, circle. I like this recipe. And what it does is it takes me that URL to the scrapbook. Now, I can save that under various sections. I could save under recipe, or if I was searching on sports, I can save under sports, or I can create a whole new category with different layouts. So this way, all of us have certain passions. Imagine we would have access to all this URLs, all these information that we can get access to whenever we want. And I save it on the recipe, and I press OK. Now I just go back, and here's my scrapbook, which I open, and that's the information which I saved. These are my categories, and if I go to recipe, I just press here. Now this is the video which I had saved, right? Now, if I want to go back to the same thing, all I have to do is press the link button here, and it'll take me exactly where I was earlier. So isn't that brilliant, right? It's absolutely fantastic. So you have this whole lot of information that you can use all the time. So, so I talked about dot, and I talked about circle. Now, talking about dots and circle, we have two guests here with us today who do a lot more than dot and circle. And before I call them upon stage, let's have a look at a short video. So ladies and gentlemen, let's call on stage and welcome designers Gauri and Nanika, please. Hi. Hi, Gauri. Hi, Nanika.
Hi.
Thanks for coming. Welcome.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you for having us here.
So you guys have been experiencing the Galaxy Note 3 last couple of days, and you're the first one in the country actually got access to that. So I just wanted to hear from you and for everyone. So what was your experience with the product?
Well, actually, we absolutely loved it. I mean, I think the design is fantastic, and I actually really like this color. All the color options are great. And the screen size is just amazing, and the clarity. What I enjoyed the most actually is the S Pen, because I like sketching a lot, and I always have a little paper and pencil in my bag, but this is completely replaced.
It's really handy, right?
Oh, yeah,
especially
totally.
when you're traveling and things like that.
I think for a creative person especially, it's so much fun, because when you sketch, it's exactly like using a pencil and paper and not just actually using a stylus or something, you know, so it's amazing.
What about you, Gauri?
Exactly. We've been using the Galaxy Note 3 now for the last couple of days, and we've really been addicted to the phone because it's amazing. I mean, the scrapbook feature, like you're saying, the multi-window feature. So you can pretty much design and, you know, get your inspirations, ideas, have everything in one place, and then use it in.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I were to say, if you were to pick one feature that you really liked, which one would that be?
Well, for me, definitely the sketching, because like I said, I mean, I thoroughly enjoy sketching. I'm always sketching, you know.
Right.
And I think I enjoyed using the scrapbook because I kind of, you know, always
get ideas.
the scrapbook.
Use the ideas and accumulate them and keep working on them.
Right.
So,
That's true. You always
and get
do that.
inspired, and you take photographs, and it's like amazing.
Yeah, I
clarity.
think the scrapbook is going to be a real hero because a lot of people have passion points, and of course, for you, fashion and designing, people like me, perhaps a bit of cooking on the side, but you know, so I think scrapbook is going to, you know, assimilate a lot of content on Note 3, definitely.
I think for anyone, literally, you know, whether it's a creative person or you have hobbies, like you said, you know, cooking, sports, whatever, it's just such a great phone.
Right.
Yes, so thank
Anything else you would like to add?
Well, yeah, we're just excited. Fashion Week is coming, and we'd like to use this to design our entire collection.
Oh, yeah, wonderful accessories with that, which we'll share later. So, absolutely. Thank you very much for coming here.
Thank you for having us.
Enjoy the rest of the day. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, there's so many things you can hold on your Note 3. And how do you actually find them? And that's the challenge. And that's the brilliance. There's something called S-Finder we have built in the device. It searches everything in the device. And so what it does, irrespective of type of search, you can search by everything about yesterday, last 7 days, last 30 days. It will search your emails, your photographs, videos, everything that's there on the device searches and gives you out very, very nicely. So it's a great tool. Now, let me come and talk about the all-powerful S Note, you know, which is an upgrade to the renowned note-taking feature of Samsung. And the S Note has really improved drastically. You know, its interface is much more intuitive. It's much simpler and much more organized. You can edit and write freely, and you can move between objects and, you know, layers very, very freely. So, and the brilliant part of the S Note is that it connects and syncs easily with your PC, your phone, or your tablet. And if you have Evernote application, and on Note 3 devices, you get a premium membership up to 12 months. So whatever you write on S Note actually saves automatically on Evernote Cloud. So that's the brilliance. So fantastic, you know, feature on S Note. So I talked about dot. I talked about circle. So what are we missing? The box. The box is quite interesting, and it takes the multitasking capability of this device to a new level. And before I really talk more about the box, I would like to share a video of really what is the Note 3 and how the multitasking is being changed from the previous generation. So let's look at the video.
Your daily routine is about to become a delight. You can do 2 things at once, even 2 of the same kind. Just drag it and drop it in the chat box. or draw a window to call up key apps. That's the true definition of a smart, large screen.
Well, I said, Box is really a new way of talking about multi-windows. And it's quite interesting. When we launched Note 2, multi-window was really unique. You could bring two different applications on the same screen. So you could have one application, number one, running on the top part of the screen, and the second application, the bottom part. What we've done and improved this year on the multi-window is you can run the same application on the top screen and the bottom screen. So what it allows you to do is double up your speed of execution, what you're trying to do. And to demonstrate some of these features, I'd like to call upon stage my colleague, Aditya Babbar. So give a big hand for Aditya. He's the champ. He will demonstrate all the key features of the pen window as well as multitasking ability.
Thanks, Manu. Guys, this is a new definition of multitasking. Let me start with a small example. We all would have gone through this. When I want to copy a message to my chat on, you will normally take 3 to 4 clicks to actually copy that message to your chat on. With this, you can just do a drag and drop. Let me show you how. Okay, here we go. I long press it. I launch my multi-window. I say, let me open my message and my chat on. So I want to invite one of our friends for tonight's drinks party. Normally I would have copied this message, click on application, swipe twice, open chat on, selected the name, and paste it. It's a 4 or 5 clicks. As we say, it's all about making your everyday life easier. This is here how your life will become really easy. So I want to send this message. I just go, click here. I've got 4 options. I can actually switch windows. I can just select on drag and drop. I select this message, bring it down, and here we go. It's just as easy as dragging and dropping the thing.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
What's more, guys, we all love to have a personal and professional life. And this is a real feature where a multitasking helps you. This is a real thing, how you can really make a large screen far more productive. So let's try using same application in a split window format. For example, I want to watch 2 videos at one go. So I open my YouTube and I open another YouTube. Isn't it really great? 2 YouTube in single window. So I say, let me watch a personal video, songs which we all like, and let me see a concept video.
So this is really taking the multitasking and the processing power of this guy in a next level, So running 2 videos simultaneously is fantastic. So,
exactly.
Aditya, you've shown the capability of multitasking and multi-window. We forgot the box, right? I mean, you got to demonstrate the box. Why don't you just demonstrate what you can do with the box?
Actually, Manu, let me try showing you. This is one feature I personally love. A lot of time, we want quick access to certain applications, like a clock or a calculator. And normally, again, it's about making your everyday life easier. It's about just pressing this magical pen. So here my magical fan opens. I click here. I just draw a box. So here my calculator. I click it. I can do a quick calculation. What's more, I can actually just minimize it and open another application. All of a sudden I realize I need to set an alarm. I say select, and I set an alarm. So it's about making your everyday life easier. Isn't it really amazing and new way of multitasking?
Right. I'll give you live example of what I did the other day. I was trying to register my son for a football academy, and all the details of parents, whatnot. And one of the things was his height in inches, and of course I know centimeters. So what I did, I took out my S Pen, drew the box, the calculator was there. I didn't have to shut my application. I was still in the browser. I had filled up half the questionnaire. I don't want to shut that, right? So all it was, whatever the centimeter, divide by 2.54, put the inches. It just worked perfectly.
Actually, Manu, it's about quick access and real multitasking. It's what you can do with the large screen.
Right.
It's multitasking redefined with this device.
Thanks a lot, Aditya.
Thank you very much, Manu.
Great demo. Thank you. Okay. One more interesting feature is of the whole Note 3 is My Magazine. And some of you would have used Flipboard application. And we've tied up with Flipboard. What this application does is really, it takes your news feeds, your personal feeds, your social feeds, and really changes them into a magazine type UI format. So it just becomes more exciting, more way of expressing yourself. So very, very interesting feature. And we have got something called Multivision. So you would have seen the commercial of S4 where a bunch of basketball players were, before the starting of the game in the locker room, were just listening to music to pep up themselves. And they virtually created a surround sound system by playing the same music on multiple devices. Now actually we have taken the next level of that, and you could actually place 2 or 3 Note 3 side by side and make a larger screen out of that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting things that you can do. So that's the Note 3, and now it leads me to the Galaxy Gear. It's truly exciting and a remarkable product. So I've got. I wanted to wear a black one. I was forced to wear a white one. But this is also pretty cool. I like black. Vineet like orange. So Galaxy Gear is really it's very stylish yet unobtrusive. I find it very comfortable. I normally wear much heavier watch, and I've been wearing this. I actually don't feel I'm wearing something. So it's made with stainless steel, yet it's very, very light. It's much lighter than most of the watches that you wear. And what we wear makes a statement about ourselves, right? So, as I said, I don't like black. So that's why we don't have the gear in 1 color or 2 color, but 6 vibrant colors. Each one to suit different style, occasions, whether it's formal or playful. So the design of gear actually touches every detail, and it is fantastic because whether it's the material, whether it's form, it's the engineering, the brilliant UI, and the whole new way of connecting with people, right? And what I have to do is literally, if I have to, and I'll demonstrate below the screen here. So, okay, it's already there. Yep. Am I under the camera? Okay, so if I have to, somebody's calling me actually, I'm going to reject the call. So if I have to move from feature to feature, all I have to do is just a gentle swipe. And if I want to go a level deeper, all I do is just tap. And it just taps. If I have to take, and I'll talk about this later. If I want to, so once I'm moving left or right, and if I want to shut it, all I have to do is just swipe from top to bottom. It's as simple as that. So it's pretty brilliant. It's very easy to use. So while the gear has amazing design, really the whole concept is, it touches every chord and really connects you to the world outside. It's not just an instrument. It's a door, a new way of communicating to the world. So let's have a little look at a little video here.
It's the true companion for your note, making sure you never miss that important call. It gives you the news you've been waiting for faster. Check it on your wrist and just grab your phone. That's it. Better together.
So what Gear does is literally, it's seamlessly connected to your Note 3. So all the notification, whether it's call logs, your messages, your alarms, whatever, is synced instantly. And for example, if I were to get a call on my Note 3, I will instantly get a display here or any messages. So it's perfectly synced with our smart devices. So it really, what it does is really it takes the entirety of your digital world and places where you can see just with a simple glance. So it's as simple as that. So Gear and Note 3 works all the time. So let me give you an example of something called Smart Relay, and it's a great feature. And so because it works all the time, I don't have to worry about having my Note 3. In fact, my Note 3 is there. I've been getting calls here, so I can take it totally in a different way. So I can be in a different room, and I can have calls. I can just browse messages, whatever. Everything is possible. So it's just fantastic that way. So let's have one more video.
It frees you to live smarter, whether you're on the road or on the beach. Get things done with just your voice and talk without a single touch. Connect seamlessly.
So I would like to call upon on stage, our ace national squash player, Deepika Pallukal, who actually can really demonstrate and share her experience with Galaxy Gear. Can I have Deepika on the stage, please? A big hand to her. Hi. So Deepika, you are literally probably the first or the second person who got access to Galaxy Gear in the country. And so what was your experience?
Firstly, I'm going to start off by saying I'm so grateful to be the few people who started using the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. But before I share my wonderful experience with you, I would like everyone to check out the video.
Sure.
Being me is not difficult, but it's not easy either. It's not easy when you know your best is out there waiting for you. When I run, I don't just run. I run to beat the clock.
Text Mom. Ma, can you please have my breakfast ready? Set alarm. Match at 11. Hi, Dad. Yup, just getting started. Thanks.
Hi, Dad. I won. See you at home. I design it.
Wow, pretty cool. You actually used quite a bit of it, and so why don't you share your experience?
I think this is one of the easiest things I've dealt with. I think because I'm the youngest daughter in the family, my mom and dad keep a track on whatever I do. So before I get on code, they always call me and say, have you reached? Haven't you gone anywhere else? So it's so easy. Instead of me running to my bag, getting my phone, I can just get it on the gear and just speak. And I think it's one of the easiest things that ever happened. It's going to be with me for a very long time.
Tell me something. You play squash, and it's pretty rigorous game. And do you find it lightweight?
I think it's one of the most stylish things. I think I usually wear a watch, but I'm always going to have this with me now because it's so stylish and obviously comes in a lot of colors. And for me, fashion is the most important thing. So I think, this is one of the best things that ever happened to me.
So tell me something. If you were to say, and talk about one or two features, which would you talk about? Which is the one you like the most?
I think the pedometer, because I'm an athlete, and I
pedometer,
think
yes.
And I think obviously to reach world number one, you've got to go to a lot of scientific training. And then when I was shooting the video, I reached about 3,000 steps. So I think that's one of the most prominent features that I've experienced.
Wow, fantastic. Well, thanks a lot, Deepika. I wish you all the best on your squash, and
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, as Deepika was in her video, we could see it's so easy to take calls and everything, and it's like a simple gesture. Typically, imagine this were a phone, this is how you would take a call. And in fact, this is how I take a call on the Galaxy Gear. Because we have placed the microphone and the speaker in such a way that it's just like a natural gesture. So you don't have to take out your Note 3 from your pocket or from your purse. So it's as easy as that. So making life as simple. Now, to top off the voice capabilities of the Gear, we have also added voice command and S voice. So literally you can give voice commands to call anyone, send text message, or even set alarm. And as Deepika was talking about, the pedometer is a great attraction to monitor your health. So it's got built-in gyroscope as well as accelerometer, along with a pedometer, so you can track your movements, your walks. And of course, it recognizes each and every gestures and movements that you make. We want people to wear the Note 3, the Galaxy Gear, along with the Note 3 all the time. And to last a full day, it's powered, with ample battery. So it will last almost 25 hours in a day. So you don't have to worry about recharging. Coming to the next revolutionary feature of the Gear is called Memographers. So Memographer really, redefines the way we express ourselves, capture information, and share with people. So let's have a look at a video of Memographer.
Don't let great moments slip away. Just point your wrist and shoot. And that's just the beginning. Capture that great moment.
So Memographer is, it's absolutely brilliant, and a lot of people wonder how you put a camera here. It's an outward-facing camera, which allows you to take visual memos and also capture moments. It's as simple as that. So I have programmed my Gear in such a way, I do a double click, and it opens up a camera for me. And I've just taken a picture of you, just by a swipe down. Simple as that. So it's very, very easy. So Memographer really allows you to capture those precious moments without having to take out your smartphone or any other camera device. Because, the Gear is built such a way that you can share things. So whatever you want to capture, you can share instantly. So let me just come to what really makes the Galaxy Gear tick. First of all, it's got, and you're going to see at the demo later, it's got fantastic display. It's just the most brilliant display I've seen on a wearable device ever. It's got a 1.63-inch Super AMOLED display. It's powered by 800 megahertz dual-core processor. It comes with inbuilt 4 gigabit of RAM, GB of RAM. And, of course, with Gear, what we're doing is we're taking a totally new direction. We're opening a new chapter, opening a world of new possibilities. As Vineet said, literally we used to imagine, possibly one day we could probably talk with the watch, and I think the future has arrived. So let's look at one video. This is the commercial for the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Well, it's a story of a girl who's trying to revive a business of her grandfather, by harnessing the power of Note 3. So Note 3 will be really available in 3 brilliant colors. It'll be available in jet black, classic white, and blush pink. I'd also like to talk about some of the key hardware features at this point of time. Galaxy Note 3's got a 13 megapixel rear camera and 2 megapixel front camera. It does capture full HD recording at 60 frames per second. It's got a high CRI LED flash and smart stabilizer, which captures brilliant photography in low lights. It's got 3 GB of RAM, a 1.9 gigahertz octa-core processor for the Indian market. It's got 3200 milliampere battery, which will last more than a day, and I've been using it. Is fantastic. And we'll be supporting 11 regional languages from day one on this device as a UI itself, so that people can access the content in their own languages. We will be launching a host of accessories, and one of the pillars of the Note 3 literally is and I was putting the flip wallet, which you see on the back here. It just looks like a really, really cool notebook that you're carrying. So it just makes the whole design aspect and takes it to a different level. So we'll have flip wallets. We'll have S-View covers, which are even more enhanced. Now, actually, you can make S notes without opening the flip cover of the S-View cover. So you can actually invoke the S note and write on that. And, of course, a whole lot of colors around the accessories. Now, I'm sure something you've been waiting for is the price of Note 3 and the Galaxy Gear. Well, the Note 3 will be priced at 49,900 rupees. It comes with a 32 GB option, not option as standard. So that's one. Also, the Galaxy Gear is going to be priced at 22,990 rupees. All these will be available starting on 25th of September, as Vineet talked about. We also tied up with Vodafone as our partner and operators, and people coming on Vodafone network will enjoy 2 GB of data free on the Galaxy Note 3 device. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, I come to the end of my presentation. I really hope you really like the features that we presented today, the demonstration we did, and we look forward for you to really experience more features of the Note 3. There's so many more we could talk about at the demo area. Thank you very much.
It's definitely very important to dream and to be able to have a goal and to kind of want to push yourself to kind of achieve those dreams.
You have to work very hard and put in a lot of effort, and you have to grab hold of it and just not let go. And I think that's passion, isn't it?
Siempre digo lo mismo, ¿no? Que luchen por lo que uno quiere, por sus sueños. Creo que con esfuerzo, con sacrificio, uno puede lograr lo que uno quiere.
Dreams are the most important things in life. They've got me where I am today.
Do the things you want to do. Go where you want to go. Live a life of passion. Design the life you want. Now is the time to begin. Take note. It's easier. It's more fun. It's more surprising.
But we can be sharing our creative concepts in real time.
Me han hecho ser quien soy.
I write my own story.
It's something that definitely makes life that much more colorful.
Design your life.
Design your life.
Design your life.
Diseña tu vida.
inspired by passion, giving you the power to design your life. Manu, I have to say that you all have taken it to a whole new different level with the Galaxy Gear. It's something that I never expected, and I just can't wait to get my hands on the Galaxy Gear and actually have a look at it. However, I'm sure that a lot of our friends from the media who've turned up in such large numbers would still have a few more questions.
Sure.
So I'd request you to please take your seat on stage
Thank you.
for the question and answer round. And may I also request Mr. Vineet Taneja to join us on stage to help Manu answer any questions that our friends from the media might have. I'd request you to please raise your hands.
Wow, that's a full house. Yep.
Yes, sir, in the black shirt. Please introduce yourself and raise your question. 1 second, we have a mic for you.
So let me come closer to. Hello.
Hi, I'm Rohit from Intellect Digest.
Hi.
My question is about the variants of the Note 3 that you are bringing to India. You mentioned that 32 GB as standard on the
That's
model.
right.
Do we also get a 64 GB variant, and what will be the price?
At this point in time, we're launching only 32 GB as standard in India.
We're not
no
launching
other
this-
variant.
We're not launching the 64 GB variant.
Okay, thank you.
Can we have the next question, please? Yes, sir, here.
Hi, this is Yogesh from Tech Magnifier.
Can you increase his volume to that mic, please?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Yogesh from Tech Magnifier. Great devices. And Galaxy Gear, it's only compatible with the Note 3. So what about other mobile phones? When can we see it happening?
So Galaxy Gear is compatible with Note 3. Actually, you can download, upgrade on S4. So it will be compatible with that. And soon it will be compatible most of the devices from Samsung going forward.
But definitely the high-end devices like S4 and Note 2, etc.
Right.
Can we have the next question, please? Yes, sir, in the striped T-shirt. We have a mic for you there, please.
He has a mic. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Hello, I am Varun Sidhu from Pocket Mantras. Actually, the question is regarding the Galaxy Gear. First of all, what all devices are being compatible with it? Not only the Galaxy Note 3, not only the Galaxy S4. We are talking about the Galaxy series, that what all Galaxy devices will be compatible. Second, if I buy it on 25th September, so will I have to wait for the update, or I can use it the right away? And if my device is not compatible, so will I be able to use it as a watch or not? Secondly, the battery life, it is having a 25 hours battery life. So, is it possible for a normal users to charge the watch each and every day? And lastly, what about the toughness of the screen? Many of us are having a broken screen of even the mobile phone. So even our watch, what about the toughness?
Okay, let me answer one by one. First of all, the Galaxy Gear is got a Bluetooth 4.0. So literally you can make it compatible with any 4.0 device. That means most of the Galaxy devices will hold that. So our plans are already, it's compatible with S4. You can download as of today, and you can use that. It's also going to be compatible with 10.1 tablet we're going to be launching soon. Also, we're going to be releasing a whole new of updates on the previous Note 2 S3 devices, as well as we move forward, devices which are 4.0. That's question one. Second is the Galaxy. So just give me your second question.
Second question is about the screen. Toughness of the screen.
So, the Galaxy Note 3 and the Gear are made of Gorilla Glass 3. So it's as tough as can get. So we've used the best material possible to make sure that it resists. And to answer your question on the battery, it lasts up to 25 hours on normal usage. It doesn't mean that it will die down after 25 hours.
And you can charge it when you go to sleep.
Right. So every day you can charge it when you actually go to sleep or do whatever you do. So.
Thank you.
Do you have all your questions answered, sir?
Yeah.
Lovely.
My question is, can we operate this Galaxy Note 3 without the S Pen? And what is the lifespan of the S Pen?
Well, the S Pen is not powered by any battery or, so it's got its own magnetism which it works. So there's no connection of S Pen longevity in that.
And you can indeed use,
yes,
the Note 3 without the S Pen. That was your second question, right?
So you can actually use as a normal smartphone, which I would not recommend because otherwise you would be not really using the full power and the capabilities of this device.
But can we use it without the S Pen?
Absolutely. Yes.
Can we have the next question, please? Can we have some mics up front?
Hi, this is Bharat from iGyan. Why aren't we getting the option of the Snapdragon chipset in India? Why doesn't the customer have that option?
See, the Snapdragon chipset is for the LTE markets, and if LTE were here, we can easily launch it. Right now, we have 3G, and which works optimum for us. So that's why we got the 1.9 gigahertz processor.
Which is an understandable and reasonable enough reason. But say I'm a traveler, and most of the people who are going to be buying your devices, I'm sure, travel a lot. What if I go out of India where there's an LTE market and I want to use that network? So then why am I restricted? Why don't I get an option to choose between an LTE and a non-LTE chipset?
See, there's a choice you make. In India, we have 3G market, and majority of the customers will use for 3G, and that's the reason we launched it. You want to add, anything from?
Some of those choices you make when you're deciding which version to launch in a market. It's as simple as that.
Okay, so my second question is, are you going to be launching any buyback schemes like you did for the Note 3? For the S4 and the Note 2?
We keep launching various schemes across our portfolio to make sure that we sell more and more. Of course, when we're starting, we don't usually launch any scheme during the first few months. But there are always schemes which come and go. The festival season is around the corner, so there would be something or the other across our portfolio. So not just Note 3 and Gear, but across our portfolio.
Right, thank you.
So you're looking at some exciting offers coming your way. Where do we have the question? Can you please raise your hand?
Hi, Sandeep over here from the Mobile Indian.
So there.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, far back there.
If you look at the pricing, 49,900, just 100 rupees less 50,000 mark. Did it ever cross your mind that to go for operator bundling like what you've gone in the West to reduce the price and make it much more affordable kind of a thing?
Operator bundling?
Yeah. Operator locked phones.
Operator?
Locked.
Lock.
No, so that ecosystem and that business model doesn't exist in this country for a very simple reason. That this is largely a prepaid market, number one. Number two, the credit risk cannot be borne by the operator because it's very difficult to pin down a customer if he walks away with the device. And there is nothing called an operator lock, frankly. Any lock can be broken and at 50 rupees or 100 rupees. So operators in this country, for the right reasons, have chosen to stay away from operator subsidy. And we have built in a, if you might say, an open market model, which is done extremely well in this country, and I think it will continue. But having said that, we always partner with operators. Like in this case, we are partnering with Vodafone, who will make sure that this gets promoted to their base. That's number one. Number two, one of the key reasons why operator bundling happens is that it makes the device more affordable for consumers. So you don't pay 50,000 rupees or 49,900 straight away, and you pay it over a period of time, and which is why we've been promoting the entire EMI schemes extremely aggressively. And this is 0% interest, 0% down payment, and so on. And that's largely to make sure that our devices become more and more affordable to people who want to buy it.
The reason I was asking this, the last time when in India operator bundling was tried out was for entry-level phones. It was a time when the phone cost was around 10,000. So it definitely makes sense for even for the heavy postpaid users to have a operator bundling.
Maybe this is a question you should also ask the operators. We don't have any operators in this room, but I would say that that's a decision that the operators need to take, whether they want to take that risk of subsidizing a handset even to a postpaid customer and then running the credit risk. So obviously I don't think the ecosystem and the credit, consumer credit policies in this country allow them to take that risk on their books.
Thank you.
Can we have the next question up there?
There are more fundamental reasons on cash flow, etc., but I don't want to go there. So.
Can we have the mic on, please?
Thank you. This is Anupam from NDTV. I just wanted to know, are you also going to bundle the Galaxy Note 3 and Galaxy Gear together and make them available at a reduced price?
No.
Because I guess the pre-orders had a bundle.
No, so, we took a decision to keep them separate because bundling actually constrains customers and also constrains our supply chain. So we would keep it as two separate things. So it's an option. People want to buy just a Note 3 and buy a Gear later. Okay. Or there will be customers who just buy a Galaxy Gear because they want to use it with the existing S4. So we've kept it open for the customers.
So no discount
or even color
if
options.
Someone's buying both the devices. There's no discount if someone chooses
If you buy
to
it together?
Yeah.
No.
All right, thanks.
But there's EMI. Well, I think Manu said an important point which got hidden while I was talking, that this entire thing is about also choice. The moment you bundle it, you are making a choice of color with the customer, right? By keeping them separate, you actually allow the customer to make the choice. He wants to buy a pink, let's say, Note 3 with a white Galaxy Gear. It's the customer's choice. Just like I have an orange with a white, and he has a white with a black. So their permutation combinations that are required is huge.
Yes, sir, here up front.
Hello, this is Ankur from Geeky India. In addition to Mr. Bharat's question, the Snapdragon-powered Note also does Ultra HD video, and there are plenty of UHD TVs available in India. Then why we, being Indians, deprived of the UHD video recording capable phone?
So, so that's the advantage on the LTE version, of course, definitely. And we have chosen a particular processor because a majority of the customers want that particular device, and that's the reason. And of course, there's a cost aspect to it. So I don't want to get into detail of that, but there are reasons to choose a particular processor over the other.
Thank you.
Yes, can we have a mic there, please? Any more questions? Can we see the hands up? Yes.
Yeah, hi. This is Nikhil from Digit. I was wondering if for the Galaxy Gear, are you planning on a separate app ecosystem? Are you going to develop separate apps for the Galaxy Gear?
In fact, in Galaxy Gear, you already have many apps. We have something called a Gear Manager. It's an application which resides on your Note 3, which works seamlessly. From that, through the Samsung apps, I can download various apps that's already available right now, from utility to healthcare to whatnot. And we're going to develop this whole ecosystem as we move forward. Yes.
So are these apps going to be developed by Samsung in-house, or are you in talks with third-party guys to develop apps for the Gear?
Of course, we'll be with the partners as well, and combination of...
So as you know that if you look at our Samsung apps portfolio, Samsung develops some apps in-house, but we also make sure that developers get an opportunity to host these applications on the Samsung App Store.
Yes, I have a basic question. I am Vineet from Tech News.
Just a second, I'd have to say that would be the last question because we do not have any more time.
Okay, I am Vineet from Tech News. My basic question is that the smartwatches are considered to be, a lot more vulnerable to water. So is it going to be, water resistant, and to what level it will be water resistant? And my second question is that regarding the future, is it going to be your Gear will be compatible with tablets and, what sort of smartphones?
So you asked two questions. First of all, is this waterproof? No, this is not waterproof or water resistant. So that's one. Oh, are you talking about Gear? So they're both not water resistant. That's the first answer. The second one was on...
will it be compatible with tablets and all?
With tablets, yes. As I said, it will be compatible with literally most of the Galaxy devices which got Bluetooth 4.0. In fact, it will be compatible starting with Galaxy Note 10.1 2014 edition from day one.
Great. Do we have any more questions? Mr. Taneja is open to answering a few more. So, yes.
2 more questions.
We have a lady who has a question. So can we have a mic there, please?
Hi, this is Gunjan Verma from Exchange for Media. Congratulations for incredible gadget, I must say.
Thank you.
There's a lot of innovation happening in the market of smartphones and tabs. Do we see a threat coming to the laptop industry?
Do you see it?
Do we see a threat towards the laptop industry?
Well, I don't want to comment on the laptop industry. I think it's about consumer experience from one platform versus the other. I think we know for a fact that more and more customers are buying this in addition to their laptops, because we know that these are different usages, right? And I think the time spent is increasing on tablets and smartphones for sure. Doesn't mean that people are doing away with their laptops, but you never know about the future. What the future holds. But increasingly, one thing is for sure: that tablets are growing at a very, very rapid pace.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's have one last question then.
Good afternoon, sir. Anush Bhatia from Gizmo.com. My question is, the Galaxy Gear lacks basic connectivity feature. For instance, Wi-Fi is not available on the Galaxy Gear. So
on the Galaxy Gear?
Yeah, it would be tough for a user to browse web and stream music, stuff like that.
I think the fundamental thing is that I think the screen size does not allow for a good browsing experience. And I think we need to keep that into account. All our work and in fact our portfolio demonstrates that when you listen to the customer, they're telling us we want a larger screen for a better experience. The Gear allows you to interact with some of the content seamlessly, but things like browsing or watching a video is not comfortable on a Gear. And therefore just loading on a feature which is not customer friendly or which is not required by the customer would just increase the cost and not add any value to the customer. That's why it doesn't have this. But it does everything else. Make calls, see notifications, send messages, and so on.
Great.
Thanks.
I just got a confirmation from the question there that the Galaxy Gear is water resistant. So just want to correct myself.
So that's amazing. Now I can actually run, and whenever I want to have my jog, I can be running in the rain and not worry about it and still track it on my pedometer on my Gear.
You can run in the rain as well.
That's fantastic.
Make sure your Note 3 is in a waterproof jacket or something. So the Gear is waterproof.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's been a fantastic interactive session so far. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Taneja, and thank you, Mr. Sharma. I hope most of your questions are answered. Ladies and gentlemen,
all right.
Lunch is now served in the Mumtaz Hall, so please proceed for lunch. Let's have a fantastic day ahead. Thank you so much. This is Avneet Kohli signing off.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.